What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Cjthecheesedj here, and we are back with another Dino Builds, and today, as you guys can obviously tell, we are taking a look at the Giganotosauruses. Now, these guys have a very simple few builds. Like, honestly, I would even classify it as one build. We've got two here, though, so the video actually goes longer than a minute. But here we are. So, first off, what you're going to want to do, these guys are both level 150 tames. They were perfect tames technically considered because that's how the game spawns them in. Alright, so what we're going to do now, we're just going to add a ton of experience to these guys, which you guys may or may not have available to you. Alright, there we go. So we're given the Giga maximum levels. Now, there's really two builds, I guess you could say. The first being purely into health. So the tank build, essentially. So with this build, you want to just pump up health. Now, you can see here already, their health does not go up by much. Their stamina does not go up by much. Their weight does not go up by much. Their melee damage does not go up by much. Their movement speed doesn't go up at all. And it's a waste if you put it into anything other than health and melee damage. I was about to say movement speed then. That would have made total sense. So this build, you want to primarily just pump a ton of health into these guys, because you want to try and tank as much as you possibly can. However, as this build, you can obviously see that these guys have gotten, like, what? That's 4k extra health on top of what they already have. So it's nothing really amazing. Now, if we were to come on to the other Giga, the second build is entirely just bumping everything into melee damage. There's no point in putting it into anything else because, like you guys saw, it's just a waste in terms of stats. So you just want to either pump everything into health or everything into melee damage. Now, don't get me wrong, you can get mutated Gigas that have the melee damage buff, or just tame up a really strong Giga and get lucky with their melee damage stat. This guy wasn't lucky as the other one anyway. And then you can possibly get up to 500% melee damage, which is a very solid amount of melee damage on a Giga. But you can see here, it's just not worth putting the points into anything other than health or melee damage, to be honest. So, to prove that point, what we're going to do is we're going to face down this cool looking red Giga. Now, this is a wild Giga, so we will get absolutely shredded. But you can see the buffed melee damage does 1263, whereas our unbuffed one that we didn't buff up only does 600 damage roughly. So, there is that to take into consideration as well. But that's really all there is for this video, guys. Like, there's not many other builds you can bother with for the Giga. You just want to really pump up health or melee damage. So, eventually, obviously, if your Giga does take enough damage, you will get enraged, and he'll kick you off, and then just go on a rampage and kill everything. I don't actually know what level this wild Giga is, but it is dealing a lot of damage to me and this other Giga. Don't take any Gigas, don't take any other creature up against a wild Giga and expect to win that fight. It's not going to go down well for you, I can tell you now. But you can see here, our Giga is just dying. He's dying because the other enemy Giga has managed to infect the bleed buff on us, which we don't get, unfortunately. It sucks. And, oh, wait, no. There we go. We killed it. Oh, my God. I was not expecting to win that. We are on 900 health, but we won. It's a miracle. What about the other one? Is this the other one? Okay, this is the same one. So, there you go, guys. Pumping melee damage on a Giga really does pay off. You'll end up with a couple of bloody ones, but you'll manage to defeat a wild level 15 one with two level 200... No, wait, sorry. These guys are 298. So, yeah, it's a big deal. So, health or melee damage. Pick one, pick the other. Don't split it between them. Just go purely health or purely melee damage. Alrighty, guys. Well, that concludes this video today. There's nothing else really to say about these builds. You don't want to pump anything else on a Giga. Other than health and melee damage, it's really not viable and really not worth it to pump up anything else, because Gigas are just killing machines. You don't want to waste them on weight, on movement speed, or on stamina. Trust me on that. Alrighty, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. But other than that, I will catch you in the next one.